We're just gonna play a little Pokemon here. Get a little further in the story. I like streaming my entire playthrough to you, so I would otherwise just be still playing games tonight. I really moved around my week so that I could just stream a lot tonight, because I want to do it. Let me just step. Ooh. Let me just pull up a document I have going. I'm turning the whole playthrough into content, so I need to have my little journal of funny things for the video after. But yeah, now this is a Pokemon stream. There's no way for me to gracefully split these streams into two, so I'll upload the VOD of the Pokemon gameplay as a unlisted video that's in the past streams playlist. And this will just be the rarest episode. Oh. Thanks for tuning in, Jenna. That was a nice message you sent. But we got a very special Pokemon to catch tonight. Because the next coming up here, it's going to be my favorite Pokemon. Alright. This is the path forward, right? Oh, I get it. You guys weren't new crew recruits, but just intruders too. That guy earlier was too weak for words. How about you? Are you going to keep me amused? Are you gonna keep me amused? What a creepy thing. Hunter Doken. That's funny, we were just on top of a roof, but because they only have one background for this area, we're now not on the roof having a Pokemon battle. This is very silly. Oh, now we got Skiploom and Ferret. Two great Pokemon that we just want to purify. Ooh, Quillfish. Okay, we're gonna put Quillfish to sleep. Yeah, we can catch a Quillfish here. That's pretty neat. It is Dunsparce. After Quillfish, the next Shadow Pokemon is Dunsparce. I didn't want to spoil it, but I'm pretty excited. That's my favorite Pokemon in all of Pokemon, all 1,008 of them. And my team for this playthrough is going to be optimized except for Dunsparce. We're just going to have a Dunsparce. We're going to love it. And we're going to be a happy family. We're going to be a happy family. Sure hope I don't knock out this Quillfish, though, because we're also trying... The ultimate goal of the run is not just to beat the game, it's to 100% it, which involves catching every Shadow Pokemon, which involves not fainting the Pokemon unless you reload the save. Linoon! Alright, Skiploom's in Hyper Mode, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw some great balls. Oh, Tex wants to come in here. Oh, but I have food in here, and Tex really likes to make it known that he wants the food that is mine. And he's in the room, so I'm not going to let him in the room tonight. That was fun. Oh no, Skiploom! Use attack. Go all seen, Skiploom. This shouldn't kill it. There we go. Great. Oh no, but now it's not asleep anymore. No poison for me, please. Go to sleep, Linoon. Alright, we gotta call Skiploom out of hyper mode, because that helps us in the long game. And yeah, see, this is a lot easier than playing Magic with a off meta deck. We were having fun. Here, I'm gonna add to the title, followed by Pokemon Colosseum. There, that way people can't be like, oh, well, there's no magic. It's like, oh, well, this is magic followed by Colosseum. Let's go. But yeah, this is definitely the best stream I've had in terms of viewership and average viewer duration. So I hope I put on an entertaining show, and I really appreciate y'all coming out to have the opportunity to be entertained. We gotta catch that Quillfish. Look at that. That'll be our 13th caught Pokemon. When we catch that Quillfish, there's gonna be hell to pay. 'Cause we'll have a fish. I don't know if Quillfish is gonna be good for this playthrough or not. Oh, but we have a Quagsire. Oh, that's another Pokemon. You know what that means? We changed the text to say how many Pokemon we've caught. Now we've caught 13. 13 Pokemon. Pokemonsters. And look at that, we won the battle. Not the war, but the battle. Alright, to be extra safe, we're gonna save and heal. Mostly because I want to take out... We should keep Linoon for the rest of this. But Linoon's ready to be purified. We just haven't gotten to the point in the game where we can purify Linoon yet. I like streaming a lot. Maybe Thursdays will be... I've been meaning to come up with a day where I sequentially stream, and I think Thursdays might be a good day for it. You know, everyone's excited about Friday, and I don't tend to do much on Friday, so I could just rest and just chill out. Yeah, we don't need Linoon. So, you may notice that there's 0 purified Pokemon. That's because I'm not at the point in the game yet. You may also notice that this stream is sponsored by Get CBD Plus. Check out the link in the description and use code EASTER to get 25% off your first order. We got 6 Pokemon here, and they're all ready to be purified, but we can't purify them yet. Because this game has a weird mechanic where you have to still take them to a place to purify them, and haven't gone there yet. It's pretty far in the game. It's surprisingly far in the game. In the sequel to this game, Pokemon XD, you could purify them right away, but that process was also cumbersome in its own way because you had to use other Pokemon that weren't Shadow Pokemon to purify it, which meant you couldn't use those Pokemon because they had to just be in your box with the Pokemon being purified. Though I think you could simultaneously purify them in battle. It's been a while. Let's see! Is this the Dunsparce trainer? Are we gonna get one of the last Pokemon for the rest of the playthrough? Not yet. No Shadow Pokemon yet. I know for a fact those aren't Shadow Pokemon because they'd both be really great, and they're not. They're not options. Okay. Well, Yanma's in hyper mode. What do you expect? But the move I just did isn't bad, but isn't great against my opponent. Yeah, this is kind of a typing where they're just going to be bouncing off each other. They're both not great at against each other. At least Yanma, the longer Yanma has a really awesome ability called Speed Boost, where every turn that it's in, its speed stat goes up. So the longer this battle goes, at least Yanma will be faster. I think Yanma's already faster than all the other Pokemon, so that doesn't really matter, but it sure is something. A North. Yanma. Can I get a W for Yanma or a Y for Yanma? Can I get a Yanma for Yanma? We love Yanma. Nice. Yanma hits hard, so it is a glass cannon Pokemon. It goes fast, has no defense, and it's very powerful. I can't wait to get Dunsparce tonight, y'all. That will be such a great cap on that'll be such a great cap on the holiday. I'm so glad y'all tuned in. I hope Atticus got to see some Pokemon. And Sean, if you're out there, thanks for tuning in. Hope you like the Pokemon. We should definitely play Magic soon. Yanma's pretty cool. I like that the Johto Pokemon that don't have evolutions got evolutions, but I wish they would have just found a way to make the base forms more powerful. Like, I don't think Dunsparce needs an evolution. Could they have made it a really cool dragon? I would have been fine with that, but otherwise, like, Yanma and Mismagius and Dunsparce, I think they all just needed to buff the Pokemon itself. But whatever. The more Pokemon there are, the more products there are to sell. That's why Pikachu has the Light Ball, which is an item that makes Pikachu more powerful. to my knowledge, doesn't work on Raichu. So you're incentivized to not evolve Pikachu. But Pikachu is the Mickey Mouse, the mascot of Pokemon. So it would make sense that they aren't incentivized to make more products by making another evolution of Pikachu. They're just going to keep Pikachu as Pikachu. Even though Alolan Raichu is like super cool and should just be available in games that aren't in Hawaii. Because that's such a cool Pokemon. Chaser Maze. Chaser Maze here. Hi folks, it's Chaser Maze here. Alright. If this one doesn't have the Dunsparce, we'll heal after. But we are going for the Dunsparce. We're here for the Dunsparce. I want the Dunsparce. Yanma, get out of hyper mode. Yeah, routes we had to target because it's something we can take out pretty quickly. In double battles, usually it's better to take out the thing you can take out fastest because of opportunity cost. Because if you make the Pokemon faint before it does anything, then they lose that turn. What are they gonna do in the new series now that Ash is no longer the protagonist? Oh, they already have a new series that's premiering in Japan. Where there's a male and female protagonist. And the pilot was really well received. I don't know if... Apparently the animation's really good. But Pokemon kind of has a problem where, as an anime, if it takes itself too seriously, it's like cringy. And if it takes itself not seriously enough, it's just like, I'm not the age demographic, but they haven't found a balance to work with people of my age demographic, because if it's too silly, then it's like I'm watching a storybook, you know? But it's kind of like the Mario movie. I'm not the target demographic. I'm not gonna try to like make it something it's not. If it's not everything I thought it'd be, that I'm not the target demographic. Like, you have to approach it from the target demographic. Man, our dragon crashed. Man, we're in trouble, y'all. We're dealing with a lot here. We lost our Yanma. We're getting ruined by this Shroomish. Shroomish is a very funny Pokemon. There's a little mushroom, a little Mario mushroom. Badly poisoned. That's bad. Yeah, this guy's all poison. It's too bad nothing we have is super effective against poison. Nothing on our team. Not one thing. I'm gonna just try and stop the onslaught by trying to put to sleep a Pokemon. Come on, Mantine. You're funny. Yeah, putting this coughing to sleep, as long as it stays asleep, will be pretty good. Because that's less turns where they can do things. I really hope this Mantine can just slap the opponent. We're gonna attack Coughing using Mantine. But yeah, the new anime also has Pokemon that weren't in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that are teased in the expansions. Darn, this Coughing's relentless. At least we have an Espeon and an Umbreon. Level 20 Remoraid, I believe in you. Is there some advantage to having Remoraid and this thing that killed the crocodile hunter? This Stingray? This Sting from the police ray? My mom used to wake me up with the song Desert Rose by Sting, which is funny because the song opens with a very, very beautiful male singer going, with authentic intentions, that was my best impression. I was not trying to make fun of anything. I was not, yeah. Just trying to sing it. And I used to just be woken up to that noise. And of course, it was someone singing in, I don't want to be wrong. What language? Language opening for Desert Rose by Sting. Okay. Oh wait, no. Singer Algerian. So I think the intro, I shouldn't guess, I should find out. What's the language spoken in Algeria? Let's see. Sting, Desert Rose. Okay, it is Arabic. I thought it was Arabic. But I didn't want to be wrong. I wanted to be accurate, because this is a platform. So I'd hear this man singing in beautiful Arabic as a child, waking up, and I had no idea what I was hearing, but I loved it. I thought it was a woman at first, just because, you know, as a kid, the highest octave I had ever heard a man sing was in the Beatles or Sting, who is not that high of an octave. It's a great song. It's very cheesy. Desert Rose, LA. But it's a pretty good duet. It's Sting being like, I dream of rain, lane, and then in Algerian singer singing in Arabic, oh mana 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 mana, save me, oh. It's a great song, and they're duetting together. They're like, oh, Desert Rose, LA, LA. It's a great song. And I'm really grateful to have had a mom who played that for me as a kid. And I'm definitely going to make note of the time on the stream here, because I'm going to clip that and give it to my mom as a Mother's Day present. You know, what better Mother's Day present than just capturing a way she impacted my life as a kid that carried on until I was 26. Anywho, that was a great topic to talk about for that battle, because that Coughing really, we were really not a lot of things that I had could deal with that team. So it was just grinding gears. I lost 3 Pokemon in that battle. We have to go back and heal. We want to. Let's see if I got any text from viewers that came in, though. Oh man, my Mantine. Okay, Mantike and Mantine is honestly one of my favorite eco lines. Oh yeah, I really like it. You should check out in Scarlet and Violet. There's a new one called Dondozo. That's a big fish that eats tiny fish that are sushi-themed fish Pokemon. I think you'd really find that interesting. I wish they would do something like that with Mantine and Remoraid. I really wish they would. I feel like it would have been cool to give Mantine an evolution and do that, but I don't work for the Pokemon Company. Mantine is... I mean, if you give Mantine a stinger, is that gonna set people off? Who knows? Stingrays have stingers, though. Alright. Skiploom, we can put you away. You're ready to be purified. And we're gonna move this up. Got a lot of water Pokemon in our team right now. But we just want to have as many Pokemon ready as possible once we get the option. Because that will help us just blitz through the game. The one thing I won't stream in this playthrough is I'm going to do some off-stream grinding. If I think I can be entertaining enough, I will stream it, but to do well in this game requires some grinding, because there's a jump from level 48 to level 60 that's really fast and basically just forces you to go back and grind. And I'm only gonna expose that to y'all if you want to see it. I'll think of something. No, I'll do it in my own time and I'll record it to see if something funny happens, but other than that, I'll just turn it into like a multi-hour time lapse. Okay, we just want to be thorough before we go up any stairs because we want that Dunsparce. Hold it! Don't think you're going anywhere when you catch my... Ooh. Ryder Twan. Don't think I'm going anywhere when I catch your eye. Ryder Twan. Ooh. Gonna buy me dinner with that mouth, Ryder Twan? Yanma. We love Yanma. Can we get a Yanma in the chat? Oh man, a shadow Pokemon. Great. I want it. Give me the shadow Pokemon. I want to catch it so I can be at 14 shadow Pokemon. Oh man, that's a really good Pokemon. It's a psychic and fighting type. My little fishy. Go fish, go. I don't know why they gave me a level 20 in a game where your starters are level 26. It's gonna take a long time to purify Remoraid because it's just gonna keep going down. But yeah, I don't even have justification for that, to be honest. It's just frustrating. Yeah, Yanma. Great thing about Yanma, it gets its speed boost whether it's in hyper mode or not. And call Yanma and swing on that little guy a little more. And now we can start throwing balls at midnight. Meditite. Have you ever met a knight? No. Meditite's name is very close to Meta Knight, but I think it was a good decision to not associate a Pokemon with Meta Knight. Well, I mean, if you're gonna at least do a good job, but respectful job. But, yeah. Are there any Pokemon that resemble religious things? I don't think so, but there's so many Pokemon that represent things in the world that I don't know. Oh man, we were so close to catching that Meditite. Yanma. Okay, Yanma's probably not gonna do too much extra, but we're still gonna try and bring it out of hyper mode because bringing down its shadow meter will make it go into hyper mode less and unlock more moves, and we want that. So if we can catch this Meditite, then we'll only be taking damage from one opponent. Great. Wonderful. Unknowns are biblically accurate, angels. You are correct. Wow. I think there should be more unknowns. There's more symbols. But where do you stop with that kind of thing, too? Like, there's so... especially with emojis now. But I still think... I don't know. There are languages that don't use the Abrahamic letter scheme. And having unknowns of those would be cool. Sorry, is that the Abrahamic letter scheme? What are the English letters called? The Latin alphabetic. Sorry, I thought it was the Abrahamic for some reason. But I'd like to see a pi unknown. I would like to see a pi unknown that has 3.14 integrated into its stats in some capacity. I would like to see the unknowns combine into pi form, and when they combine into pi form, they would have 314 base stats. Because so many unknowns are bad. And that would teach kids about pi. No, there are better ways to teach pi. And not all good ideas have to be things that teach. Because a lot of lessons come from doing. But, I don't know. I'm just riffing. Arceus is basically God. That's true. It's very funny that there are now 9 generations. There have been 5 generations since the 4th generation. There have been more generations than there were before the 4th generation. Since the 4th generation, and in the 4th generation, they made the god of all Pokemon. Like, what a decision. Like, I mean, I know they never knew how many more games they were gonna make, but Pokemon is ginormous, like, and you already made God? That's like That's like time traveling in the second season of a 6-season sci-fi. You can't go back from it, and it changes everything. That's funny. I'm glad they went in the direction of having a bunch of Pokemon that were the gods from I like that in the 6th generation they had the gods of they had Xerneas was basically a Norwegian god, or it's a Scandinavian god, I forget, but it's like the tree, the one of the tree. Evital and Zygarde and Xerneas are all gods from that are all inspired by Norfolk gods. I may have butchered that. Scandinavian gods. I should use the term Scandinavian there. Before that, they did Reshiram and Zekrom, which are like yin and yang, the two dragons that are like parallels of each other. And that's like a different kind of god in cultures. I think the two dragons that combine to be one dragon. I don't want to be wrong about that, but that just sounds very familiar. That sounds like what Avatar was basing their koi fish on, because that was definitely derived from something real, but like a reimagining of it. The point being that for a little bit after Gen 4, they had gods, but they just weren't Western ideas of God. And after that, in Gen 7, they had the Ultra Beasts, which were just Pokemon from another dimension. And those were really cool because they legitimately didn't look like any other Pokemon. They look like they're from another dimension. They don't look like any other Pokemon that have existed and have been released since. So that was a really cool idea, and a really great way to just continue to jump the shark, because you're jumping the shark after you make a Pokemon that's Western God. I don't know. I have a lot to say about that. I feel like in undergrad I took courses where I could have just written about Pokemon. But that's kind of the hard thing about undergrad is they're like, write a paper on this, and it's like, oh, it's got to be what I can come up with an argument for right now, and not necessarily something I come up with for an argument for later. But that's also just how the creative process works, you know. To be a good artist, I've been told, because I don't consider myself there yet. I still have a lot of growing to do. A resounding piece of advice in making art and planning out content is that you're gonna constantly have ideas and that you need to just make things. And that's something I guess I learned in college from them being like, oh, you gotta make paper now, and you can't get that idea from 2 months later because you have a paper due on Friday. Hunter Valen, like valence electrons. Speaking of college, who knows their valence electrons? I do. I'm not going to talk about it, though, because I'm here to have fun. My day job isn't talking about Pokemon. That's why I'm having fun talking about Pokemon. I'm saying I'm not at my day job, though. Not to say that my day job isn't fun. I'm very fortunate that I like it. Time to let Tex in. He's been out long enough. I wonder which trainer in here has the Dunsparce. We gotta make sure we fight all the trainers before we fight the boss. Can I teach valences using Pokemon? That sounds like a good challenge. Off the cuff, I'm not gonna try it, but I think that's a video idea right there. It's at least an essay. Yeah. Good question, Connor. I can describe a lot of things using science. And a lot of science using things. Which, off the cuff isn't as deep as it sounds, but I'll just have to demonstrate by doing in the future. We want to make sure we find this Dunsparce trainer. I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna just look up where it is in this cave system so that after this battle I can go get it. Oh, it's a bit in there. So we might not be able to get Dunsparce tonight. I do have a day job, and I do have a sleep schedule. Are you saying basic chemistry for the... Oh yeah, for the reason I think you are. I did a pilot of a show called Basic Chemistry in undergraduate. It was more of a proof of concept. It would be really cool. It would take a lot of work, and you might say that that's... It would be really cool to do a chemistry-focused one because I feel like I'd be doing something that Crash Course wishes they I'm not gonna get too... I'm not gonna badmouth other creators except for Game Theory, because I don't like the channel Game Theory. I appreciate the content they do, but a lot of the episodes apparently aren't written by MatPack, but the writers are uncredited because of the amount they get paid, which is an agreement they go into. But I believe because of how the show is structured that it like misrepresents MatPat, the host of Game Theory's. It misrepresents his knowledge and the work he does, because he's just reporting in a video essay something someone else wrote who's uncredited. Yeah, but I only know it because I heard about it on a podcast that he did that. This is the Dunsparce. This is the Dunsparce trainer. Give me Dunsparce. I want them. I want him. I would like Dunsparce. Please give me a Dunsparce. Ma'am. Oh, Dunsparce is so pretty. I love Dunsparce. Oh, both of my Pokemon are in hyper mode. That's silly of me to not notice. That's like all the misplays I did on Magic Stream. Ah, look at little Dunsparce. It's so thick. But it's also got like a breathing thing going on that it definitely doesn't have in games like Scarlet and Violet. I love that. That Mareep is really gonna ruin my day if I don't take care of it. So I'm gonna try to catch Dunsparce here using my Remoraid turn, and I'm gonna go after the Mareep. I got a Flaffy in this game, and Ampharos will probably be part of my final team. Though that slot might be going to Dunsparce, which we just caught. We caught the Dunsparce. We got the most important teammate. I'll use the starters because I'm 100%ing in this game, and 100%ing it is winning a battle tower that has 100 battles. But if that wasn't the case, I would abandon my starters in this run. But Psychic and Dark type is too good. Teeks. Teeks, come on. You're a funny guy. Man. W Dunsparce. W Dunsparce for life. We are really gonna have fun with this Dunsparce here. Here's Tex. Say hi to Tex. Hi to Tex. Yeah, all I gotta do is win this Pokemon battle and then the stream is done. Thank you all for tuning in, especially you, Connor. Thank you for sticking this out. You've been very, very supportive of my streams, and it really makes me happy. This is like we're hanging out. It'd be nice to have you on stream. We could point the camera away from you, and you could still have a mic, and you could come over here and be on stream if you're interested. We can just call you a nickname too, like my recent Let's Play guest who I called Ranch, except in the video I definitely said her name. Oh man. Mantine down. Mantine is... It's really funny that Remoraid falls off of Mantine when Mantine fades. It's funny that Remoraid is even in Mantine's sprite in this game because it's its own Pokemon. It's kind of a disturbing idea. Yanma! Stop being like Griffith in Berserk and be my friend. Stop being like Sasuke when Sasuke decided the plot needed more running away. Yeah, I get that. I'm pretty outside of my 9 to 5 job. I can very easily make plans ahead of time, so it would have to be coordinated, but it's something we could do ahead of time. I think that'd be really fun. We wouldn't have to be live, so we could record voiceovers and then go back and just decide what we keep. I've had success doing that with co-hosts. Knock on wood. I do have a short but fun Mario Kart video coming out soon with one of my friends, Slink. But now we have a Dunsparce. Oh man, but yeah, I do have to make more content. Stay on that grind. We got a Mareep. Count this sheep before you go to sleep, viewer. It is Double Dash. And it's Double Dash, and we're both sharing a cart. And when my co-host is talking, she's not throwing her power-ups, which is added difficulty in a very fun way. It'll be a great video, I think. This game is so funny because most of its difficulty is just they took the Pokemon disobeying you mechanic from over-leveling Pokemon that were traded from you and made it a difficulty. That's very silly. Sonic Boom. It is. It's my favorite card game. It's really hard. I'm still not good at it. I've owned that game since I was 9. I haven't been playing it since I was 9. But I'm still not very good at it. It's a good game. I like it quite a bit. Oh, Sash doesn't know what to do. They spoke in third person. Well, guess what, stream? Now we have Dunsparce. So we're gonna go back, all the way back to the computer. And before I hop off here, I'm just gonna let you know what the endgame team I'm thinking is gonna be, because I've already got a plan. Da, 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 da. That would have been more useful in those battles. Specific items. Character specific items in any other mark. Well, I think it's pretty unbalanced, to be honest. Because some characters get really ruined. Like some character specific items are way better than the others. And I don't think it's particularly well balanced. I think it's fun. It's a great game, but it's balancing. I'd like to look up some footage of people that are good at that game, because its balancing is really hard, and because of that, the people that are in front really stay in front, and the people that are in the middle are so variable. Like, it could go either way, in my opinion. But I think that makes for a pretty fun game, especially since there's enough blue shells that, as a group, the middle can try to keep up with player 1. Yeah, it is really fun. It's a wild house. Okay, so our team is going to be Bayleaf, Quagsire, Ampharos, Dunsparce, and Umbreon and Espeon. Eventually, this will become Meganium, and this will become Ampharos. And Ampharos will be the flex spot, but we're for sure having Dunsparce on our team. Actually, I'm going to do some research on what Pokemon are in the game, and I might swap Ampharos for Hariyama. His fighting type is pretty good in this game from what I remember seeing. But yeah, we're close to purifying some of these Pokemon, which means we can get Dunsparce rolling on stream. We're gonna save our game here. Oh, we have caught 15 Pokemon. And you know what? I've been streaming for 4 hours. Happy 420. Remember to use code Easter for the link in the description to get 25% off CBD and THC. As long as it's legal in the area you're ordering it to. So you do need to provide ID. And I'll see you on the flip side.